Hey, how's it going? So I just wanted to kind of... It's gonna be a very heavy rant video. I think most of the streamers that play League of Legends are complete losers. And the only reason why they are high elo is because of the rotation mechanism. Do you remember we discussed that there's two ways to get to high elo? One is you get the skill. Second one is you play a lot of games and don't eat. Right now, naturally, you have to be at least somewhat decent, right? But you don't have to be like super good, right? All right. So, and why I'm making this video is because I'm sick and tired of high elo streamers talking about how amazing they are at the game. Then I ask them certain questions, they give me completely incorrect answers, and when I call them on it, I get banned, right? So we had a discussion with this guy, right? So he was saying, basically the problem is I can't show you the actual chat that I had with him because he decided not to upload the video, but the game... So you see, like, he has a video of up until the mouse mazing. So mouse mazing was... where was this mouse mazing? Yeah. So you see these games that he played yesterday, where I had a conversation with him about what the hell he's talking about, are not uploaded, right? Because I think he's embarrassed. This is the game where I was basically talking to him. Because I remember there was Tryndamere in the game, he was playing against Ioni, I think. And that's the game where he banned me, right? And... But I'll remember what I asked him, right? So my first question was, how do you beat Tryndamere as Akali? Okay, so that was my first question. Okay, so we'll go step by step, right? His answer was Akali hard counters Tryndamere. You easily win. And then here I said on Aram in a 1v1, right? So that is incorrect. That is complete bullshit because Tryndamere hard beats Akali, right? It's just there is no way. I know that because I played... He's a Grandmaster player. And he's getting carried by his jungler friend, right? So not only is he dual queuing, he's getting carried, and he thinks he's good. So I beat Akali players that are by far better than him. By far. He won't even compare to them, right? And he's telling me that Akali hard counters him, right? Which is fair enough. Okay, so then I proceed to ask him the next question, which is, but he heals all my damage and out DPSs me, right? What should I do? Okay, which is a fair question, right? Because Tryndamere can out-heal all Akali damage, even on Summoner's Rift. If he doesn't want to fight her, he can literally Q spam, go second win, revitalize, double magic resist runes, start Doran Shield on the first back by magic resist, and then that's it. Akali is out of the game. Right? That's it. There's nothing Akali can do. Because he'll be too tanky for her to do any damage. Right? His healing is too strong because of the second wind. Right? And revitalize. And with levels it gets even worse. Right? Akali is not a very good lane manipulator because she spams her Q, it pushes the wave. She is bad at farming anyway. Right? So you can do whatever the hell you want with her. Right? Okay. So this question he completely ignored. There was no answer to this. Right? So then I pretended. I said, okay, I spoke to one of my Tryndamere's friends, and he said he will play you best of three games, right? And if you beat him, he will sub to your channel. Now, he ignored that. He completely ignored that. Now, one of his subs said, for 20 subs, right? Mods, my apologies, mods. There was a mod, right? I don't remember his name, but he said 20 subs, right? I said, oh, yeah. And then he replied, I still would not be interested for 20 subs. To which I said, wait. This is literally what I wrote. I said, wait. What? I'm confused, right? Because if Akali hard counters Trinda, it's easy money for you. Right? This is a fair question. Would you agree? Right? He said that Akali hard counters Tryndamere, right? You should easily win. He's a Grandmaster player, right? And he gets 20 subs for like 2 games. Oh, wait. I think I said it is easy money for you. I added something like because you can just collab him 2 out of 3 games and easy money. Something like this. It was something like this I said, right? Now, he either ignored it or one of the times he said something like, no, it's not easy money because I have to load up a game with a random Trinda. But you have to understand, his channel has 40 viewers, right? 20 subs for him is like $100 for me, which is not a big deal. I'm willing to do that because I know he's not going to win anyway, right? It makes no difference to me. Even if he says 100 subs, it makes no difference to me. He's not going to win anyway, right? Because I'm 100% know he's not going to win. 100%, right? So the bet doesn't matter to me. So, I think then a mod stepped in, right? Mod stepped in. And then I said, if it is a question of money, I can make it interesting, right? Now, from here, it went really, really downhill because I said something, I don't remember exactly what I said, but I said something like, I don't think Akali can beat Trinda, right? And here I said, but I would love to do a 1v1 with you. I said something like for tube content, get another trophy for my collection, right? I said something like this. I pressed him. Like, I really did press him, right? So he said, so that Trinda that you were talking about is you. I said, yes, right, yes, that is me, okay. Then, I don't remember, in here I don't remember exactly, but it ended with me telling him that, I basically told him that he sucks, and the reason why he's high elo, I said something like this, I don't remember exactly how it went, but I said something like, there is no difference between, say, Gold 1 30 games player and 3K Grandmaster player. Right, so I basically disrespected him. I told him that he sucks, and the only reason why he's Grandmaster is because he played 300 games and he's still gold pleb, right? To which he said, no, I'm so good and I'm going to beat, like, I can easily beat Tryndamere. To which I pressed, I said, let's do it, it will be very good YouTube content. And then he started saying, no, he said that I'm crazy that I believe that this is true, and I said, no, you're 100% wrong, and then he banned me, right? Now, why am I so angry, and I think that they are losers, all of them, right? Because this happened to me, to every single streamer that I ever talked to, right? Most of them say shit like I'm so good. Like Rangers X, for example, he told me that he can beat Nasus in a full game on Aram as Tryndamere. And I told him, let's do one-on-one on our... Because you see, when they say this nonsense to me, I'm like, I want to see it. Do you know what I mean? Because... And he says, oh, I'm a challenger player, blah, blah, blah. And then I say, dude, it makes no difference if you're a challenger player. League of Legends is flip to win. It makes no difference. Your rank is irrelevant. Like, they think that they have challenger account and it means something. Dude, you have to understand, it means nothing. All it says is he's a full-time gamer and he plays 3,000 games per season. And he doesn't hard int. That's it. You have to understand, a 7-year-old kid who will spam Mundo every single game and have KDA of 1, which means he doesn't contribute to the game, nor he takes anything away, after 3,000 or 4,000 games, will have close to his MMR. Do you understand the problem with the game? Now, they think that's not true, and yet they're the ones complaining about shitty teammates in challenger level. But sure, how did they get there? Because they spammed the games. Do you understand? Right? So I'm saying, you are the spammer. You're not the good player. You are the spammer, right? And the reason why you are higher MMR than the gold guy with 30 games is because you played a lot more games, right? And the skill is probably the same. So the only real way to test if somebody is good at the game or not is in a one-on-one scenario. Because there is no game rotation, there's no matchmaking mechanism, there is no jungler advantage, there's no counter picking, right? There's just your decision making, how you play your champions, how you control the wave, right? And the opponent. It's very, very balanced match. Very, very balanced. Now he's gonna complain about Rangers X, for example. He can complain about some kind of bullshit. I can tell him, dude, okay, pick Tryndamere, makes no difference to me. We can go Trynda versus Trynda, doesn't bother me. But in that case, he said Nasus versus Trynda, dude, you're not gonna win. Nasus versus Trynda. Trynda is just not gonna win. Because you see, in his mind, he's thinking about the plebs who don't know how to play Nasus. You have to understand, Nasus early game, if you put a lot of points into E, can two-shot the wave with his E. Do you understand? Right? So all he has to do is put 3 to 4 points into his E, and he can one-shot the wave. So the idea that you're gonna turret dive him is not gonna apply. Right? Because I'm gonna level Q last. I'm gonna level my W, 2 points into W, 3 points into E, and I will 100% stop you from turret diving me. At level 9, Nasus ulti is so strong, there is no way Tryndamere can even dive him at all. Right? So at that point, I can start farming. And of course, at level 9, his lifesteal is beyond stupid, Nasus, and that's it. At that point, if he did not kill Nasus or play it correctly, I'm not gonna tell you what correct play means, he simply loses the game. That's it. Because I played this matchup many times. You cannot do anything. Right? But again, you see, they talk shit, they're so good. Behind the screen, why they rotate 3,000 games per season. And when I call them out, I say, dude, get your ass into one-on-one, let's see how actually good you are. They are like, do you know what I mean? And they ban me all the time. And it annoys absolute shit out of me. Why? Because imagine you go into... In fact, I actually beaten two pro players, right? Because you see, the problem in League of Legends is they think that the challenger badge means something because they spent 10 years and their ego cannot accept the fact that a 7-year-old kid playing Mundo for 3,000 games will have the same MMR as they do. They simply cannot accept it. They think there is some kind of skill in the game. I'm saying there is literally no skill at this stage in the game. It's pure coin flip. Pure coin flip, right? Now, you have to have certain level of skill. I agree. I'm talking about like break even, where you don't int, you don't hard int, you understand matchups at least a little bit, just so you don't int, right? You don't have to like get bazillion kills and carry the game. No, you just have to int. You just have to not int, right? And You play a lot of games and that's it, voila, you're now Grandmaster and Challenger. And when I tell them, okay, if you think you're a good player, show it, right? Show it. And that's when I start making excuses, right? That's when all this bullshit comes out and be like, oh, you know, I do have to do this. Oh, I'm just better off rotating the games. I don't want to play one-on-one because, you know, in one-on-one it's actually balanced. But in rotating the games, if I lose, I can complain. And if I rotate enough games, I'm going to climb anyway. Because Riot made it so, right? So I'm saying, you're watching losers on stream. That's why, like, I have no interest in watching them anymore. Is because, I mean, you're just watching losers, basically. And that's about it. Like, there is some basic mechanics that you can learn from her, like wave manipulation, macro, like when to split push. But nowadays it doesn't matter because you can't even split push in the game anymore. Because you have to group, otherwise your team is gonna hard int and lose all the dragons. And if they take all the dragons, they just lose. So, like, split pushing is not even strategy anymore. It just doesn't exist. Right. So this is just my kind of raging, and I'm just telling you, like, streamers. And this happened to me to a lot of players. A lot of players banned me. Not a single one of them. Like, I'll show you a video. 1 sec, I'm gonna pause. Yeah, I found it. This is what I long for it. Like, you know, like, I long for a real challenge of a player that is actually competent. Does that make sense? Like, we don't really see players like this anymore. Like Michael Jordan, right? So, for example, there was it was like a very, it happened, basically. There was like this high school kid, Mayo or something, OG Mayo, right? And there was a boot camp, he started trash talk. I'll link you this in the description so you can read about it, right? He started trash talking Michael Jordan and his own boot camp, right? So what did Michael Jordan do, right? Think about it this way, right? So let's say I start trash talking some kind of double lift or whatever, some very, very good player in League of Legends, right? And I tell him that I have 1,200 win streak. In fact, I have a channel where he can see that I consistently win 100% of the time. Now, if I were challenged like this, I would be interested in find out if I can beat this guy one-on-one. Because of my personality. Because I am a winner. Does that make sense? Like, that's how winners think. They always want to test themselves. To see their level of skill. Because that's what we do. This is kind of the mentality. We don't kind of step away from I don't know, it's kind of built in this kind of this ambition to be the best and to win. I don't know how to explain it, but you'll get in this tale, right? So this guy was trash talking. So Michael Jordan stopped the camp and he said, okay, it's time to take care of my business, right? So he cleared out the camp, and absolutely destroyed the kid, right? And then he said, listen, dude, you may be the best in high school in the world, but I'm the greatest ever. Don't you ever disrespect the great like that. Does that make sense? This is what I'm looking for. Imagine me posting a video of how Rangers X just whipped my ass after me trash talking him. I would have been over the fucking moon. Do you understand? I would have been so happy because finally somebody actually showed me where my mistakes are and how inefficient I am at playing the game. But this like streamers are such, I don't know even how to explain it. But they are not this. Do you understand? They are artificial, they're fake, they're not real. They don't have this. Right? And that's what I'm saying. This is real. These guys are real competitors. Kobe Bryant is like that, right? LeBron James, I'm not sure about LeBron James. I don't know about him, but I mean, like Kobe Bryant for sure in basketball. He's rest in peace now, right? But I mean, he was like that. But today, these guys are so beta and so uninspirational. I feel sorry for people who have to watch this. I just feel sorry. Because you see, most of the guys who are watching this are children who are like, who are too dumb to realize that all of they're doing is just rotating a lot of games and not inting. Does that make sense? Like, where do you think this guy got his skills? He went bot lane and he pressed R. How many people do you know can press R on Ashe? Ashe is a shit ADC. Now, also, like, kids, they don't understand the difference between winning and being given a win, right? I'll give an example. I played against this Camille, and he took Cleanse as a summoner, right? Normally, I would get the summoner out, right, to see... well, normally, no risk play is you fake, you're all in, he uses Cleanse, you retreat, you get the full fury, you heal back, you get the full fury back, now he has no cleans, you're all in and you win. But I wanted to see, can I beat him even if he has cleans in certain situations? And it was incorrect. I couldn't beat him, right? Because cleans actually gives him pretty good, which means, like, he was cleansing my W, because my W reduces a lot of his attack damage, and it turned out that W is actually a pretty good spell on Trinda. I used to just think about it as a slow, but because the AD reduction is so high, it's actually a pretty good... you have to have it, right, to fight certain matchups. And Camille is one of them, right? So if you're trying to all-in Camille and she cleanses your W, you have to retreat, right? You have to kind of go back, and you have to play it differently, right? But I wanted to limit test. Like, I just wanted to limit test. And he beat me twice, right? Of course, he got cocky. He started saying, you know, oh, I beat you twice. I said, no, dude, you didn't beat me twice. I let you win. I was limit testing. There is difference between winning and somebody giving you the win. Like, for example, let's say you play one-on-one in basketball against me. I used to be like Estonian national team player, right? If I'm practicing with my left, there is a chance you're going to beat me, right? But, dude, you're not going to beat me when I'm playing full game and I'm serious. When I'm playing with my right, it's just not going to happen. Right. So I said to this guy, to this Camille, he was trash talking me, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm so good." I was like, "No, dude, those games don't count. I was limit testing. Now let's play for real." And I 3-0'd him. 3-0'd him. He's Camille, like he played 2 games in a row with Camille. I trashed him so hard, he didn't even want to play Camille anymore. And I wrote to him like, "How's the winning going?" And he was trash talking me, saying that he's gonna beat me. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, dude, you have to understand. Now, why am I saying that there is a big difference between winning and somebody giving you the win? Because in League of Legends, you can be given a win. Like in one of my videos, is I said that in League of Legends, it's a system that bounces feeders from one team to the next, right? So all you're doing is beating up punchbacks. So the reason why you are 25 kills on Katarina is not because you're good Katarina, it's because the feeders are on the enemy team, and they will give you free kills. They're gonna stand on the daggers, they're not gonna flash, they're not gonna time your ignite so you can kill them, they're not gonna respect your R damage. Does that make sense? They're not gonna build any magic resist, they're not gonna build force of nature. Like so do you see what I'm saying? They are handing you the win on the silver platter. Now, these guys, the streamers, they've been playing the game for a very, very long time. They know that. Do you understand? They know that, right? So when they're going to be facing me in a one-on-one, they know they're not going to have this luxury of me standing there on a dagger so they can just use an ability and chunk me for half HP, right? They know that's not going to happen. Because a guy who wins 1,200 games is going to be very efficient, right? And they know that. This is why they shit talk me behind the screen and don't act on what they say. He told me Akali counters Tryndamere. Surely he can prove it. But no, they never do. All they do is just shit talk, and they are absolutely just a bunch of losers who all they do is just rotate 3,000 to 4,000 games per season. And that's it, right? That's it. And like I said before, I feel very, very sorry for people that have to watch this, because this is just... These are your true champions, right? These are your true champions. Like I'm not talking about specifically. I'm talking about the mentality. These guys understand what it means being a winner. It's a specific type of mentality, right? And I will tell you straight away, these guys are not winners. They do not have it. They do not have it. Like when I watch them, it's like, I don't know, it's just so, it's boring. Okay, it's boring. They have no fight in them. What they do is they just rotate the games, and that's it, right? All right. So my advice to you is, well, I'd say don't play League. If you are playing League, just play 1-on-1. But I mean, it's disappointing because you're not going to get a lot of players at all. Because most players in here, you're probably going to beat them because all they do is just rotate the games. And again, rank is irrelevant. Don't try to... My probably biggest advice to you is don't think about rank at all in League of Legends because it's completely irrelevant. If somebody tells you, oh, I'm plat, it just means that he played 1,000 games. That's it. Right? It's like in World of Warcraft. You know, like there is pay to win, so he does a lot of damage. It doesn't mean that he's good. It means he has some kind of the staff of the Lich King as his equipped item that does 300 extra damage to minions. So now you're in the battleground with him, and now he just one-shots everything, right? He's still pressing the button, right? Like you are pressing the button, he's pressing the button, but his staff gives him 300 more damage than you, and he's like, yeah, I'm so good because I have the staff and you don't. Ah ha 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 ha. Right? So in here it's the same shit. It's like coin flipping, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm diamond and you're only gold. I'm so much better. Dude, like, let's see how many games you have. Oh my god, 2,000 games. And he's plat. This guy, look, he has like thousands of games, dual queues, and this is a plat game. And he's telling me that he can beat me at 1-on-1 as Akali into Tryndamere. I even offered him $100. $100. In fact, I would have went even higher. For a channel that has 39 viewers. Right? That would probably, this $100 probably be half of his subscribers. And he's like, oh, I would have beaten him so easily. Ha ha ha. Let me just ban him. Do you see how insulting and pathetic that is? Right? I really wish they were like this, you know. This would be interesting. But unfortunately they're not. They are like extremely beta, and they're just capitalizing on the fact that there are too many kids online, and kids just, they're not smart enough to figure this stuff out, right? Okay, take care. Bye bye.